offenders and access to justice advocate center, our level department, co-comrades and level viewers. Our queen is Shola, streaming from 93 Allen Avenue, Ikeja, on a case of child neglect reported by Mrs. Akobu Josephine rather, against Mr. Ubah Alfred. The both parties are live in our office. Please join us as we interview and mediate for a peaceful resolution. And visit our website on www.chld.com live and share on our TikTok Center for Justice. Thank you. Okay, let's hear from you. What you how did you say before? You had baby and she started neglecting the child. Can you speak up? Yeah. Okay.
I met with him but before two of us seeing each other, the younger sister that called the
Your phone have.
the young
Yeah.
that called me that his brother needs a woman, that their father just died. And after family meeting, they told him that it's no going because that they want him to get a wife as the first son from their own mother. I told her, no problem, but you're not the man that is looking for a wife. Please let me see the person. She said, okay. So we fixed a date for him to come. He didn't come. After some time, they called me that he's coming to the city. Then I wasn't in Enugu again, I was in Oji River. I said, okay, no problem. He came to Oji River, we met, we discussed. He proposed to me, they left. After like 1 month, they went to my village and paid bride price. But that day of the bride price, I was sick bed, I was in the hospital. He himself wasn't, I wasn't present because in the hospital. Everything went successfully. It remained for me to complain when you start Nigerian police, you must work for 2 years, apply for marriage. If they approve it, you now bring it at
Police officer.
yes, ma'am. You now bring the person for interview at the CID. So we have to wait till that 2 years complete. The date gave to us for us to come interview. I didn't see him. The day over. And now the following day I went to the younger sister's house at my UK. I told him, I said, bless him, look at
Can
what
you speak up a little? Can you speak loud a little?
I told the sister. I went to the house. What happened? So I know you cannot marry me for. So my parents will fund you for whatever you could spend on me you have done. The sister said no. That the brother wants to open a supermarket for me when he get married. I said, for now, this supermarket in my farm, I cannot throw it away when I have not seen another one. That's okay. Like she will get back to me. Later she called me. He said my brother will call you. I said no problem. Not quite long, he called me. He said, which day do I want him to come? I said, I don't know. Tell me the day that will be okay for you to come. fact, I will still go back to office and explain to them. I know if they will grant us another date. They now told me a date. I went back to the CID office. I told them. They now gave us another date, which she came. We went for the interview. After a while, the approval came out. 2009, we wedded.
Yeah. Go ahead.
2009, we wedded. We came to Lagos. Then I was still attached to Enugu State Command. So after I came for honeymoon, I went back. I started processing my transfer
You say what?
to Lagos State. That 2009 December. So January I moved in. We started staying. After like 1 year, 2 years. Before that 1 year,
You hold on.
moving
Why you
from
no send the money? Listen to it.
after that 1 year, people have been asking, is she not paying? It's not one of her uncle, his uncle, called him on phone and asked him, your
Check
wife
it and
never
send it
gave
to me.
belle. The man did not know that the phone was in a speak out. He said, your wife never gave belle for our own darling. He now answered phone saying, yeah, she's pregnant. I started crying. And I asked myself, is it too long for me to get pregnant? This is just 1 year. We are not even up to 1 year in this marriage. And they're asking you if I'm getting belle. Yeah, he told me, but you heard when I told him that you are pregnant already. Why are you crying? I said, okay. But I I observed that his character changed every day to the extent that my madam in the office observed it. She called me say,
Are you people both of you working in the same office?
no, my own madam.
How did your mother now notice his
She
character?
no, I said it in me that anytime that I have anything in the office, crying. He said, why is it that you are not always happy? I said, how old is the marriage? I said, we just wedded last year. He said, is that why you want to kill yourself? I said, mommy, you will not understand. It's okay, no problem. Take my number, give your husband. I want to see him. I gave him the number. After some time, he came, I saw my madam. The madam directed us somewhere at number 19 Adeshile Munchi, where we went. The man saw us. He's a medical doctor, retired from it, but he have his own small place where he's managing. So the man said he would do a general test for two of us, which he did. He said that he will treat me for 1 month and a half. That I'm okay to take it, but I've taken a lot of drugs. That my womb is rough. He now asked the doctor, "Are you sure that she will take it after 1 month and a half?" The doctor said, "How old is she?" She's just 20 something. I was like, so as God wants, I did not even know that I was still going for treatment. But the things reacting on me, that in the night I'm doing like as if I'm not okay. I'll just shout like this. If I ask him, I say, please do when he bring food, I'll be using my two hands as if I'm a mad woman. After eating the food, I will drink water. If I drink water, I just feel off. That thing continue happening till he went to my madam. He called my madam and say, look at what your daughter is doing. I've told her to go for a pregnancy test. She say person that is about to die, how can she take him again? The madam called me in the office say, before you come to office tomorrow, go to Dunamis and do test. Bring the test to me. I said, okay ma.
Dunamis.
Dunamis.
Dunamis Hospital.
Yes.
Do they have hospital called Dunamis?
Yes, at Finaja, Satellite Town.
Okay.
So I went there, I saw positive, but I cannot even imagine it. I took the test to work infection. Madam said, ah, you're pregnant now, that's what is reacting on you. He said, from today, don't come to work again. Go home, have enough rest. I went home. We now called the doctor. We went to the doctor. He said, yes, drugs I'm giving you that is reacting on you. Nobody know that you have already taken it. I said, okay. We went back home. Throughout that 9 months, it's from 6 months that I gained my against strength. I started going to work. When I was in, I started work at the 6 months. His own business. So when we wedded, I came to Lagos. I fell sick. He took me to choosing hospital because I'm a Catholic. But when he married me, he read me in Assemblies of God. He said that is their family church. When we came to Lagos, he said we are not going to Assemblies of God again, that we are going to Chisel. I said no problem. So when I felt that, he took me to the Lost Choosing uh, hospital. I was there. They treated me. I was discharged. So when I took him now to register for antenatal, he said that choosing assembly is very far from here to the shop. I cannot be going there. I went to Navy Hospital. I told him I went to Navy Hospital. I applied. They give me their requirements. I came home. I showed him. So I went there to plan with them to extort money from me. I said no problem. I helped them. Along the line, when that time that I went to Navy or the choosing hospital, he called me on phone that they demolished his shop at Coca, as if you are going to relay Alaba side. I said, okay, I was still in the hospital bed then. So when I was pregnant, his own business was really like this. It's not steady again. Couple that they have already demolished his shop. So the little thing getting my salary was little then, but we are still managing it. At a time when he's going out, I big what they give him transport. And you say, if you give me this one, do we still have money to eat? I say yes. That's how we are managing. When I see that my shape, my tummy is shooting out, I pledge I say I want to go to Osho. Let me get some Ankara so that I will sew down. That all these things I'm wearing is no longer my size. Say no problem. I went to ATM, I withdraw money from my account. We went to Osho. I walk around, I could not see something good to me. So when we are about going, I sighted one Ankara and the upstairs. I said, can you see this Ankara? I love it. I want to buy it. He said, no, you can't wait for me again. He left me there. He started going home. Only me went to that place. I bought that Ankara. On my own, I said, since it's only me, I don't need to hurry and go home again. I moved to Alaba. Alaba, as we're going to Alaba on that Orile side. Because I was still having some change with me. I went to that market. I bought kettle, tray, knife, some things that I needed inside my kitchen that I does not have. I went there, I picked them. So when I finished from there, I went back home. Now, he believed that I have used all those money I withdraw from my account to buy things, clothes for myself. When he came, he said I should go and bring burial. I decided to bring paper how I spent that money. Okay, I listed how I used the money. Where is the change I bought? He said, go and use and buy one bag of rice for Ijebu market. Then we stay at National Bank Estate. I went to that market. I bought the bag of rice. I bought it to
You will Which year was that?
that where This one to buy me this money now. Do we still have money to feed? I say yes. Only if I can wear my maternity gown and go to office. He said
He
okay.
asked you what?
He asked me, if you give me all this money for GP tank, do we still have money to feed? I
Is he
said,
not was he not working?
ma, he's a businessman.
Uh-huh.
But that period that I was pregnant, he will go out and come back. He say no market.
What kind of business is it
He
was
sell area. He will go. He can travel from here to Maiduguri to do work, water fountain, all those things. But that period, he said no money. I said no problem. So when I was about to give birth now, I was just gathering my things, baby things. The only day he have money to buy baby things, he went and give it to a woman at that Alaba to buy baby things for me. The woman bought, I think, one Akara. And when he brought it, I was like, okay, who bought it? Now you buy it. I say he give one of his friend, one woman friend that he have in the market there. I said, okay, so you have your own money to buy baby things. You went and give another woman. But my own money I've been using to buy things small, small is me that bought it. But your own money, I cannot touch it. No problem. I said, but one that woman, if another woman did it to her and she will be happy with that person, let her continue. She said, can you swear for the woman? I said, yes. Even if I swear for the woman, I'm proud of doing it because that is not how to do things. They have been complaining to me that there's no money, there's no money, there's no money. But now the little one that you give me, let me even know where you have. You went and give to another woman to buy baby things from me. No problem. We move on. So that is how we'll be managing till that why I stopped work. I was going to work I arranged everything. I could not move that day again. So in the night, I started seeing a sign. In the night, I started seeing sign as labor. So in the morning, I said, no need of me going to work again. I picked both the spray, everything that is dirty in the house. I have to wash to arrange my bed before going out because I've already started seeing sign. So I washed throughout that day. In the night, already early morning around 4 o'clock, I started seeing sign. So in the morning, I said I'm not going to anywhere. I have to wash both the spray, everything that is dirty in the house. In the night, we slept around 1 o'clock. The labor started. So he went to close to call one of my auntie that is from Enugu State in Kano. That my auntie came out and called one Marwa that she know. The Marwa by name Arinze now came. So the Arinze that carried me to Navy Hospital where I gave birth. When I gave birth, after 3 days in labor, with terrible tear they gave me because they have already told me we were to me and peace. They have already told me to call him for him to come and sign for operation. So I called him. After 3 days, I called him. He came. So he was still outside. They said, okay, let peace go inside for that. Peace after peace, I will now go inside theater. He was still waiting outside for him to come and sign for operation. So in that place where I was lying down, I'm not cry. I said, God, so I will not experience how a woman, which for the first time, one nurse they call then Elizabeth from north, he was just sitting by my side. He said, Josephine, there is something I will do for you. You will deliver, but you will bleed. I said, please, please for me. It's better than operation. That woman stand up from where she was sitting. She stood up and came. The doctor now that is in charge of that session that very day, but he was angry with all those nurses. He was like, people did not do any work on this woman. If she die on the process, that people have a question to answer, because he have seen all the charts from the day I came. According to him, he said they did not do anything. So the doctor now said, will you make it with this terrible tear and bleeding? I said yes. He asked me for 3 times. I said yes. He said no, she's strong. He said, Elizabeth, go ahead. The woman now said, okay, I should hold my two leg. If I just hear pam, I should push. As God may have it, once I just hear that sound, and he did not even push more, the baby came out. Bleeding started. From that bleeding, I does not know where I am again. From that 5 o'clock that I gave birth, around 11 o'clock in the morning, I only had my baby crying. I will now call doctor, say, doctor, is it not my baby crying? They now started jubilating. They say, ah, you so much love this baby, because even during labor, you were calling her by her name, Deborah, Ekpere Amaka. How old are you that you love baby like this? That's how I managed to wake up that moment. They dey now come push the bed where I'm lying to another room. They say they want to sew my body. As the doctor was sewing it, he was listening. He said, do you know why I'm interacting with you? I said, no. He said, I don't want so why I'll be sewing you and move. I said, I'm not moving anywhere. That I'm sound. It's okay. So after everything, I returned. I was in the hospital like 7 days. But they say I'm not going, that they want to observe me very well. So after that 7 days, they discharged me. He came and showed him. He said, okay, that you want to go to market, that you want to go and collect money from somebody, that I have to wait for him, that is coming. So I will move to the house.
You picked the main point because I will not sit down listening to the whole generational story.
Okay, ma.
Yeah.
I should go to why I'm here is because when the everything did not work out, I left with my baby on the 13th of March 2013. Since that day, I did not know that I'm going forever, but I was like, since he's not behaving well, let me go to village so he will come. Let us iron it out. Because even when my mother came for more, he did not know the day my mother left. He did not settle my mother. And all the things that my mother brought to Lagos, him, his brother, everybody will eat it. But when he
Hold on. How is this network progress? Go ahead.
so he said I should be cooking, we should be eating, nobody should give him. He left after some the following that he did not see him. I called the junior brother. He said he went to camp. He went to mountain. I said no, he did not went to mountain. Look at our Bible here, it's complete. I said, Mentis, you people should tell me the truth. You are with your own wife. Your wife gave birth before me. You are with your own wife. My husband left, and now you are covering him. We ended it like that. After some days, he came back. When he came back, I wanted to wash his clothes. I now saw statements that he wrote in the police station, which means he was detained in the police station for that number of days that he did not come home. And I called the brother. I was calling his own number, is not going. I called the brother. He said he went to mountain. I told my mother, I said, see the person I'm married. He was in the detention. Nobody told me. I called the brother. He was telling me that he went to mountain. My mother said I should calm down. Later, his own mother, because when I gave birth, his own mother told my mother not to go Lagos, that two of us must go the same day. My mother called me. I said, no problem. People should come the same day. In the morning, my mother came out for Peace Park. His own mother had already moved. My mother called me. Your mother-in-law, they say yes, she have gone. I say no problem. You enter your own motor, start coming. My mother enter motor,
So
please.
both of them have to come to Lagos for
That,
Mugo.
that is how it happened because his younger brother wife gave birth, but it's up to 6 7 months before me. So
No,
as
the question I ask, is it your tradition that both the mother-in-law from the wife and the mother-in-law of the husband, both of them have to go at
mm,
the same time if the
no,
wife gave birth?
no ma.
So
But
why is
that
the one like that?
I don't know, but that is what the mother told my mother. My mother called me and confirmed for him. I said, I told my mother, I said, no problem, people should come together.
But did the mother eventually come to Lagos?
Yes, and yeah, well, that is the area I'm explaining now.
No,
So
explain.
that day they had to move. His own mother went to park and entered first bus.
I left.
Yeah, left. My mother get to park and called me. I said, you start coming. So on the way now, in the evening, he came to me, said my mother vehicle spoiled at all. I said, okay. He
And
said,
eventually they come to Lagos. Madam, you are not in the police station.
yes, ma'am.
Even if you are in the police station, you will still tell the
Yeah,
person you must not say everything.
okay,
Your
ma'am.
eventually your mother come to Lagos. Which
My
one the motor
mother
spoil for
came to Lagos before his own mother. So the younger brother now went to re-admit their mother and took their mother to his own house. It was when the issue was now like this that the junior brother informed the mother. The mother now came and said, what is going on? My mother said, explained everything. Said, since I came, I don't really know what is going on. We all explained my own anger that day. He explained his own. The mother said, we should not quarrel again. I said, no problem. Once the mother left in the morning, he wrote that letter that he's going out, we should be cooking, nobody should give him. I said, okay. I called him. I said, you know, I did not have 1 naira. When I was pregnant, the business was not moving. I was the one spending. You know how much that is my salary. Is it now that my mother is here, you will not help me to take care of the home? At least pretend when my mother go, you can be showing me your home. No problem. He said, like, they left. My mother stayed 3 months because I was having issue with one of my boys. That baby did not suck this breast. We went to the whole hospital. Even the day they said we should go to St. Joseph at Kirikiri. As we were going there, no, he said I should wait for him that he want to go and withdraw money. When he left, he called me for phone. He said, go and look for money and carry that baby to hospital. I called my mother. I said, did you hear your mother say before I call? Are you a woman? Go and look for money so I will go to hospital. I ran around. I called out my auntie. Ran around with them money. We moved to hospital. After much test, they said this breast is not okay. That the baby should be sucking only this one alone. So I breastfeeded her with only this one. So when my mother stayed 3 months, my mother left. He did not know where my mother go. Sometimes
You mean throughout 3 months he did not come back?
he came back home. Later, when they released him from the police, he came back home. But when he came, he still continued with quarrel. And sometimes I will go to him early morning if I see my mother is sleeping. I will go to where he is. I say, we can pretend that nothing is going on. Let us settle this woman, let her go. So I will manage our home. It's no good for me and you to be in this condition till my mother go. You say you have told me to leave this house with my child and my mother. You don't care. My mother will be at home. He will come back from work. He will not eat food. My mother met him not less than 3 times. He say, I'm afraid. Nothing was happening here when I came. I came with change. What have I done? Is it me that bring problem to your house? That you cannot even eat the food your wife cook? If my mother talk from now tomorrow, you will not utter a word. Me, my mother, my younger brother that was staying with, we will be inside room. If he's coming back, he will buy his chicken, orishirishi, malt. At the parlor there, he will finish everything. Only him. Myself, that time we are good in eating indomie. We just cook indomie. But my salary was little then. I was just struggling to survive. That's how I'm managing with my mother. Before that 3 months will complete, there is a contribution I've paid. My own came. I moved that money. I bought some things for my mother. She left. I still went to him. I said, come, since it happened like this, Between me and you, we can still make peace and go to my parents and go to my mother and told her that we are good self. What do we do for her? He say lie. The honest thing I saw that when his own mother is about to go, he met me. He say her mother is going next tomorrow and he will be the one to take his mother down to village, and he will go to my father to tell my father the atrocity that my mother have committed in Lagos. I say wow, if that is the case, we are going together. You will tell my kinsmen what I've done in your house. I will tell your kinsmen what you have did to me too. That early morning around 4 o'clock, he woke up. I woke up. Already I've arranged my baby things. I woke up, my
How
baby.
old was the baby
It
then?
was about 4 months then. It's not up to 6 months. I arranged the baby. He now went and called down my auntie to come and beg me to stay, that he will not go to my parents again. I said, like, my auntie came and said, auntie, I no go. We dey go village. When we carry the brother go village for the first time. That is how all of us will move to Peace Park. The mother was surprised to see me with the little baby at the Peace Park. The younger brother, everybody was surprised. The younger brother came to beg me to leave him to carry the mother to village. I said, now you dey good to stay with your own wife, but my husband is not good to stay with me. No, we are carrying mama to village together. The younger brother played and I said no. I went and bought my ticket, bought his own. When they see that I did not agree for only him to go, the younger brother say, Ogbonna, follow your wife home. Let me carry our money to village. I went to Peace Park, I returned my ticket, they give me my money. So that's how we went through. The issue still continue. So that moment that I see it that my life is in danger, I have to leave. And when I was leaving, I did not go with any of my property. I did not go with my clothes. I did not go with anything that I bought in his house. I only left with my brother that is staying with me clothes and my baby clothes. Both the baby walker, the flask, everything was still in his house. I left. They sent a message to his kinsmen for him to come so that they will know what transpired between two of us. He told his kinsmen that he's not coming, that when he's ready to look for his wife, he will come. But for now, he's not coming. I spent 2 weeks. I came back to Lagos and now applied for annual leave and went back. I waited for 1 month. He could not come. And now dropped my baby with my mother. But that time, I've already seen it that I'm going to Meduguri for promotion course. That 2013. So I came back to Lagos. I went to one of my mother brother that live at Abilegba. I sport with them. When that signal came out, I moved to Meduguri. When I came back to Meduguri from Meduguri, I still sport with them till when I raised money and I rented my own apartment. From that moment that I left his house with this little girl of 1 year old, he never asked, this girl, is she drinking akamo? Is she drinking tea? Is she going to school? Till 2020, after EndSARS, the younger brother called me on phone. I did not pick, but later I called him back. He said, Josephine. I said, sir. He said, I want you to do something for me. I said, what is it? He said, that he wants me to forgive him, forgive their family for what happened. I said, many to Josephine. I said, I've already forgiven everybody. I know maybe that is how God wants it for me to live long. Because I was in his house, this side was like paralyzed. When I was pregnant for that baby, I was using umbrella to support this side till I gave birth. But now, all those things are no more. I told him, I said, I'm not angry with anybody because I didn't mean I was matured enough. The day a man is to pay my bride price, I was in the hospital. The following day, I recovered. They paid my bride price on Saturday. I was not talking. On Sunday morning, when I waited, I sat on the stairs. Doctor came in and said, "Ah, who is this?" I was smiling. Doctor said, something is wrong. For you to be in that condition yesterday and this morning you are okay. I don't know. I don't want to make any comment again. They disturbed me that Sunday. I told this boy, I said, I didn't mean I was old enough, I was matured enough. That one is a sign. Is I'm supposed to analyze it and know if I will move forward or I should withdraw. But that childishness did me, I did not even know, I just jumped in. The brother pleaded with me. I said, no problem. He said, how is Deborah? I said, Deborah is fine. He said, what class is she now? I said, right now, she's in primary 5. I'm trying to know if Nigerian Navy Secondary School will give her admission into their secondary school. He said, okay, if I conclude everything, I should just let her know, I let him know the amount. I said, no problem. But before the Nigerian Navy something will conclude, I'm already pregnant for my second, the husband I'm married now. So I could not follow it up. Where they gave him admission was one Yoruba land. I don't want her to go far. She is still small. I said no. I explained to my madam. Madam said there is one school at Alofi at Igondo where we are living now. Go there. I know the owner of the school. Tell him that I'm the one that sent me. I went there and explained to the man. The man said no problem. Some of the things they are paying, he cut it off.
But
The
eventually they enrolled the child
Yeah,
into
they
school.
rolled him into the school. I now called the brother. No, I first of all called him. He did not pick my call. I called like 3 days. He did not pick my call. I now called the younger brother. I said, Maintis, why I'm calling you is that since we left your brother house, you never asked us how far. Now this baby is in secondary school. You will be the one to train her in secondary school. Moreover, you said when they complete the amount, I should let you know. I now explain everything to you. See now, that is not in a good term with his brother, but I should wait that you will call him on phone so that he should attend to me. I also called their eldest brother from another mother. That one, all of them now called him. He now sent me a message that he has been calling me, that my line is not connected. I now called him back. I said, I'm calling you for Deborah's sake. She's now in secondary school. Come, let's know how you are going to be taking the responsibility. He said, okay, you want to have a
Enter
meeting.
Glasgow.
They want to have a meeting with me.
Mm.
We fixed a date for the meeting. We met at Igondo there. When we met there,
He
I
himself,
yes, me and him will fix meeting.
when you met, what happened? What
When
happened
we
now?
met, I brought out
The
the
list.
list. It
And what now
was
happened?
the one they have at that time was 104,000 something. I showed you. He said I should give him account number. I sent my account number to him. After some time, he sent me 105,000. I called him. I said, thank you, I've seen it. Second time I called him, he did not answer me. Third time I called him, he did not answer me. The baby finished just one. Along the line, this Easter that passed now, a year, that is this Easter that will make it 1 year. After Easter of that year, the brother dressed up for school bus to come and pick her. They did not. My husband now called them and said, the brother is ready for school now. They say their boss is not good. If you can be bringing her to school. And the place is from. My husband said, Nne, let us go and look for school. Because that place is far. Me, is it me that will be going to Ladepo in the morning that will come and carry the brother to school? Is it you that is breastfeeding? I said, no problem. We went ahead. I called him, he did not pick his call. I went and start looking for school till when I get anointed Great High School. I called him. Already, she have already started school there because I cannot wait till when he answered me before the brother will go to school. When he picked my call, I said, I'm calling you for the Deborah school.
Eventually, what now happened?
He now sent 50,000 for that first term again. Second term, not we never even reach second term. December time, Deborah say I should call his daddy to buy her Christmas clothes. I called him like 3 days, he did not pick my call. The fourth day he picked my call. I say any day you see my call, know that it's Deborah, not me. I don't have any business. It's Deborah that joined us together. Deborah say she need a Christmas wear from you. He said, okay, I should call him next week.
Bring it.
I called him that next week. Since that next week, and I'm today was the day here, he never picked my call again. The boy is now in third term, just two. So he only pay first term, he allowed me to pay 2 term. I'm here for him to take the full responsibility of this secondary school because she is the first child. Even if you have others, you know where you place other ones, place her there. So that she will be happy as a child that have father.
Where is Deborah now?
She's in school.
When last has Deborah seen the father?
You know, my it has been long. The way he saw two of them met themselves was when my Deborah was still in the village. My mother took Deborah to her village because him and my mother is from the same place. So he saw Deborah and Deborah. He said, this girl is my daughter. According to what they told me. Another one was when the mother died. He did not call me, but I don't want anything that Deborah would say, Mommy, but why? He did not call me. He did not go to my parents to tell them that his mother is dead. But my parents called me. I had to go for the burial. I was there till after the burial. That was even when he brought the second wife he want to marry. I did not mind them. I was just there for them to finish the burial. I left with my baby. But him as a father, he never called me one day to say, how is my baby?
Who married first, you or him?
Him,
He married first before you married.
yes, ma'am.
How many years interval?
I don't know, but he already have his two children before me. I just gave birth 27th December 2021. I married 11th January 2021.
Okay, Mr. Face me direct. So father, respond to what she has said so far.
Yeah, I'm privileged to be here, and I thank you in particular that invited us to come. I'm so much also happy because what you are doing is on the air. It will be a lesson to as many that will hear this. Before I start, all I will say that transpires between me and Josephine Akubu, if I should exaggerate, if I should subtract, if I should try to promote anything in me that it will look as if that I'm perfect, may my days be few.
We don't accept curse here because the
No,
word
I'm
of God
sorry.
say,
I said
let your word be here, here,
yes.
and let your no be no.
Yeah.
So such statement is null and void here. Here is a place of peace, blessing, and progress, not for the
Uh,
place of curse.
I'm
There
sorry.
is no human being that is perfect except God.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry for that utterance. To start with, my father married two wives, and my own mother is the second wife. The first wife have 8 children, while my mother have four, two boys and two girls. As it is, or as it was, my father died in 2006, then left now my mother with us. My immediate younger brother was schooling in Esut. Then he found his own wife. After finding his own wife, there was a kind of a conflict. I said, no, it doesn't bother me. God have everything for everyone. Whenever your time comes, it becomes yours. Then my mother was a kind of pleading with me that my younger one have married outside. That she's pleading with me that I should marry with him so that he will have a co-neighbor. I say, Mommy, I don't know anybody. You know, all my life was outside. Please, I beg you. He pleaded for months or for years. My two younger sisters started pleading with me also Then I say, okay, I don't know anybody here in the village. I never have a encounter with any. And they say, yes, they know somebody. Before they called the name of her mother, the mother of Josephine, that she have a daughter that is of age for marriage. I say, do you mean it? They say, yes. I say, it would be nice for that. But where is she? Because I have never heard that she have gotten such a grown-up lady. They told me that she's a police lady, that she's serving at Enugu, that's and that. I say, okay, if possible, let her know that we'll book an appointment. And they do that. Eventually, we had an appointment at Oji River. My sister, myself, and her, we met at Oji River Park for the first time. We saw ourselves. I did a proposal. She agreed. Then we booked a time. And this was happening 2007. Then she told me that it will not be okay for her because according to the custom of the police, they will serve so time before they will be bargaining of either transfer or marriage. It's okay. I concur. Then we waited. The day when we are about trying to get involved in marriage, before then, I was coming back from Lagos. I told him that I want to take you to my mother and to my people so that they will know you, that you are the person I want to get married to. When we are approaching Oji from Onitsha, I told the luxurious driver, please, I beg you, stop at Oji bus stop so that somebody that is waiting for me will board in the bus. Eventually, he agreed. She entered. We drove to Enugu. From Enugu now, we started going to the village. Reaching the village, we met our mother. Our mother welcomed us.
There are some things that you need to talk. You have to go straight to the point because I have other cases I need to attend to.
Yeah.
There are
Listen,
some things
listen.
that are not really necessary.
Yeah, that
Enter bus,
no,
go
yeah,
to
yeah,
the
yeah,
village.
you're right. You're right.
No, those kind of things I don't have that time.
There is some points. Yeah,
We
I
traveled,
concur.
we met,
Yeah.
we
Now,
eventually traveled. That is
when we
what
come to the village, after our dinner, my mother called me outside. I started asking me how do I go, how I'm traveling. I explained everything. Being a woman, a widow, she was lonely in the village and started telling me what she has been passing through. It's okay, there's no problem. I went inside one of the rooms that both of us were lying. I went inside the bag and brought money out and gave to my mother outside where my mother was sitting. Now, when I went inside, then she asked me, what did I do now? I say I came in to take money to give to my mother. And she said, why? And I said, why do you ask why? He said, why do I collect money and give to my mother? He said, don't you know that for this act alone that you did, that a man will be on top of me and will be calling me on phone and will tell you anything I like.
how does that reconcile what?
It's reconciled in the sense that me going inside the room and collecting the money and giving to my mother.
Is it her money?
That's the point. That's a very beautiful answer.
Yes or no?
She's not her money. But why did she, if she did not make that utterance, mother, whatever thing she said, I agree. If she said it didn't utter that word, if she said that it should not utter that word, whatever thing she said, I concur. Now, when she made that utterance, I said, why do you say this? You say, yes. That for that act alone, she said it twice. Then I kept quiet. In the morning, I didn't tell my mother. I heard what she said that she wasn't present when we go and do this thing. But my people, we went to their place. I went there. She was there. Their people was there when we paid the dowry. She said that she was in hospital. Let it be. But after that, now I'm going straight now to the wedding. On 26th September 2009, we wedded. After our wedding, we came up. Came up. Now, when we are in the wedding proper, between 24th, 25th, my shop was destroyed for the dualization of the road by Fashola there. Then they called me and said that I broken my shop and many other shops, and some of my goods they were not able to recover. And I said, no problem. That's what some men face when they got married, but not all, but there's no problem. After the wedding, now we come up. Now, when we came up, we start staying. But then, for me to have money, it becomes as if that I'm a errand boy or errand man in the market.
I need pay. Alright.
Now, for me to gather money, to bring money for food, it's a kind of hectic. I was unable to at times.
You respond.
But this man, this lady living with me, I heard all she said. That she bought bag of rice. She'd spend this, she'd spend that. Anyway, there's no problem. He who knows the end before the beginning will always judge. Then we started living. The way she disposes herself, her character towards me, I sense it. That this is not what I bargained for. But not bad. The Bible said that whatever thing that comes to you, and you should accept it with all pleasure. You will never knows the end. Now, as we are going on, one of the day I don't have money to go out. I'm about going out. By then, going issue, I had her saying that I wasn't happy that she didn't give. Who is the person that gives child? Is it not God? Is it man? I had her saying that my uncle called her was a kind of castigating her, telling her that why she has not given birth. It's only God that will judge. I don't need to interfere on that. But as God will have it, honestly, I was down as a man not having financial strength there. But for all that she have uttered, that she have been a kind of being the do's and don'ts of the house. She buy bags of rice, she import yams. That's not it. But there's only one thing I know that is certain. The Bible says that many advances the heart of man, but the counsel of God will not shall stand. One of the day, by the grace of God, when she took in, after going to the hospital, she took in, and by the grace of God, when she gave birth, yes, actually, when she was in hospital, I wasn't financially okay. She is the one that told me that she borrowed money and paid for the bill. And later, I sought out money and gave to her, and she paid for the person she collected money from. As the case may be, as we are still living, a time came between us, our child is about 3 to 4 months. She told me that she wants to bring his younger brother to stay with us. I say it's good, but look at my financial state. I don't want to cure something in future that when the young man see me, he will say that I lived with this man, he was unable to even save a dime to pay for my school fees. I say it's proper, it is all right to bring your younger brother. But I'm not debating that you can watch. I don't have money now to cater for you. At least when he comes here, at least we go to school. We talked about that. The second time she repeated it again. I said, you remember what I told you? Please, let's wait. Let's wait. One of the day I went out coming in, I saw his elder brother and that younger one. I was unable to talk because for me, I told her not to, but she persisted. Now, as we are leaving, one of the day I was coming back from the house. She was a kind of shouting at the young man. Why did you pick the money I kept here? Why did you pick the money I kept here? I said, leave him. Maybe you misplaced it, or maybe it's right that he did not take it. Then later, as we are staying, one of the day I kept my own money on top of TV stand, 16 naira to be precise. I kept it there. Coming out in the parlor, it was missed. I called the young man, please, do you see any money here? He said no. I said, please, do you pick any money here? He said no. I said, please, do you pick any money here? He said no. I said, no problem. One other day in the wardrobe, he picked 1,000 naira in my pocket. I complained to her.
Who pick it?
The younger brother. Now, I called her, please, I don't want this to be going on here. I'm begging you, why can't you take your younger brother home? We are just giving birth and having children. We don't want this to continue or to be a kind of something that will disturb our family. Please, I beg you. She did not agree. I called her the second time, she did not agree. It's no problem. Now, as things goes on and on, one other day, I invited our church member, the leader of the women in the choosing church, women ministry, and other men. They came. I said, please, you people should help me. I beg you people, you should help me concerning. I laid down the issue before them. I explained. And after we have explained, they told her, Madam, why can't you obey what your husband said? Why can't you do exactly what your husband said? He said that he don't want him in his house for what and what that is going on, that he don't want it. Why can't you do what he said? She opened her mouth and said that if she takes her brother home, that she's going home with him, with his brother. And the woman said, what? What did you say? She kept quiet. The woman told her that, Madam, listen, I'm telling you this not by my own make. We come here to keep peace. We come here for peace to reign so that you people will live in peace. But I want to let you know that if you leave and go out of the roof of this very man, you have yourself to be regret. But I am pleading with you that you should not leave. That is, my desire is not that you will leave, but my desire is for you to stay. But don't take any step that you will regret of you doing that. Then they started going. On their way going, they started asking me, why? Are you sure that it's not the one that gave birth to that very boy? I said, no, it's his younger brother. I tried all I could. Then they go. As things were going on, we are still staying. Now, this now happened between 2000 and, because we gave birth at 25th May, 27th May 2011. These 2 days now, our daughter will become 12. Now, I told her that what will happen is this. Please, I beg you, let us know how we are living. Because the manner your brother...
The question I even want to ask, you are married already?
Yes.
Are you married?
Of course not.
Then both of you will not come back again now. Let's leave.
No, I'm not.
What I mean, hold on. There is no need of both of you even talking about it. While I allow her to talk, I thought she was still single,
Okay.
and you were also single, until she made mention
That she had married.
that she have another baby for a man that she got married for, I mean, to now. That is when, and now on, I also want to ask her, and she confirmed before she end her statement that you already married. So both of you have started moving up successfully.
that for you to know, and you have known now. Please, I beg you, ma. Let me just explain something for you, please.
Because I have other case I need to attend to, and you are not even going straight to the point. What
Now, the
some of the
strength.
things you are talking, they are not necessary.
Okay. Now, one of the things I want to say, the day she left my house October 18, 2012, when my baby was a year and 4 months. Now, coming back, I met the people in the house, in the estate. I asked them, they said she left. I went inside my house looking for some of my properties. Number one, the property of the pictures we took in the wedding. She packed everything. The certificate they gave us, she took everything out and some other things. But me, I don't have any money in the house that I say that she take, but I don't have any then. Then after that, she now take my child. Before then, before she left, she had already been making call for an apartment that she go to take. She didn't know that I overheard her. Now when she now took my daughter back to the village, he came back within 2 weeks, and somebody told me that she saw where my wife was living under that 2 weeks. I said, no problem, leave her alone. That's what she has. She has what she wants. But there's no problem. Then at last now, she has now, within that 2 years back, called me about Deborah's education. Then the first money I gave her was 105, and the last money I gave her was 50,000 naira.
So what happened all these years that she had been going to school? What happened that you are not be paying her school fees?
What happened was, number one, and I didn't have their contact, and she did not call me. The first time she called my attention was when she's now in secondary school, because before then she had called my younger brother, telling my younger brother what is going on. Before then, my younger brother called me and said, see what Josephine is saying.
Go ahead.
No, you have just asked me what goes. I have just told you the when she called me. Because then when she took my daughter to the village, I cannot explain the kind of trauma that a child of a year and 3 months passed through.
Because you are not able to handle your home now.
I'm
That
not
is
able to
it.
handle my home.
Both of you. Both of you. That is the reason why we always advise parents. If you want to have issue, ensure first of all you consider the child, the little children or child that is between both of you. Because at the long run, who will suffer is the child. Today the child become one head. If she had had two children before all these issues, before she left her mother, at least she will have somebody to stay with as a direct sibling. No matter how you twist it, she only have step brothers or step sister from both sides. Because of who? Because of both of you. Not that you are not alive, you are alive and well, but two of you could not manage your crisis until you have not even considering the innocent child, you decided to scatter around, and at the end of the day, but most important thing, the child is alive. Whosoever that is her sibling today is a child, and she will live to enjoy. There are people that don't even have parents. Orphans don't have parents, and they meet other people and they move on with their life. So the most important thing that the child is alive, and she need to be given a proper care and all that. So you've had already, the child is in school and it's your child. So you need to take responsibility of the child, and you need to bond with the child as a father. No matter anything, you need to bond with your child as a father. You can't, because of issue between you and her, abandon your own child, and at the long run, nobody knows who you should. You can't tell which of your child you are going to rely back at your old age. So you need to take proper care of your children. When last did you see the girl?
I saw the girl last when she was about 2 years old.
2 years.
Yes,
How old is she now?
she will become 12.
That is wrong.
The first time we met, I told her to bring her. Before we met,
Now wow. Bring her how? Bring her to come and give you before you see
no,
your
no,
child.
no, no. We had a meeting. We had a meeting before I sent that money. And there was a time even said I demanded that I would that my child would come and stay with me. She not agree in that very place. But
The child can stay with you now. She's too little to come and
no,
stay
no.
with you.
Then
Ma, the only day he demanded to see his child was that day we sat down to discuss on how to pay this girl's school fees. And I promised him, I said, when next we are having meeting again, I will bring her to see you. I cannot be a mother and be a father at the same time. Since we are left with that child, have you ever called me? Where is the boy? I want to see her. You know my father's house. Did you go there to see her and anybody deprive you? Your elder's brother from another mother the brother used to visit Vin in his house and slept with Vin and his children. Did anybody deprive her? I cannot be a mother and be a father at the same time. Ask Menitus 2020 during after
Where is the
enters.
child? Where you need to be having access to the child. Is it not in Lagos?
He's in
Where is
Lagos.
the child? Is the child in Lagos?
Yes, he's
Uh-huh.
with me.
You can be seeing the child now. The child is a child of 12 years can be visiting the father, either on holiday, weekend, or whatsoever.
I never deprive him.
Is that not okay? She's not depriving you of the child now. So why are you not concerned about the child?
it's not that I'm not concerned about the child.
And you've had now.
No, no. The way she's now putting, you know, if that day we had a meeting,
Yeah.
I requested that before the meeting even, because I told her that please when you are coming, then she gave me school that the child will go to school. Now when she now brought in that next time we are meeting.
Should be on the weekend, so it should be
Yeah, at
available.
least that time has gone. Let
Ah,
can we talk about the present? Are you ready to be seeing your child?
Of course,
How do you want to be seeing her?
if possible on holidays,
Holiday.
or whichever weekend she desire to come.
I hope your wife will allow the child to have peace.
Of course, before I come here, like, when you called me, was it about 2 weeks ago? I dropped the text for
Sorry. Aike, Aike, go to our house. They need the materials there. Go and meet the electrician there. Can you hear me? Hello? Do you know who is speaking? You go to Luomo house. Electrician is there. He needs some things. Go there and see the material, the what he needs, and supply them. Then send me account number. Okay. Go ahead.
yeah, just ask me a question. If
Yeah.
my wife will allow.
Yes, because
Uh,
some women can be difficult. They don't want to see stepchildren, and which is
you are
not
right.
right.
You are right. Before when you could text me about 2 Fridays ago,
Yeah.
because for me I don't have that kind of secrecy with my wife. I just open and say, see that this lady have invited me before the
Am I right?
human right. It's okay, that's no problem. Then when the invitation was a kind of I explained to her again and we talked about it. And when I leave, I came here myself 2 hours before the time because she was aware when I was speaking to my that we discussed the issue even self detail. She was a kind of telling me certain things, and I said, okay, no problem. So that you have the knowledge about whatever thing is going on gives me even self another step for me to take.
Okay, what about the caring, the school fees and all that?
The caring now will be in the sense that, for example, if I should know the school, I will know how the school is.
Sure, you will know your
Yeah,
child school.
yeah, yeah. When I know the school, then I know, because that was what I demanded. That very day I gave her that money. I don't want even self to a kind of questioning whichever thing that is there.
You question that say this where the school is. We can go there. You said you don't want that.
No,
I
once
told you
you
this
do,
where
if you
Equisec
have
is.
the principals or whatever, you give him
Number.
the
I will
detail of
give you
the school.
everything.
He will go to school and on his own make a proper inquiry. What is the school fees? I'm the father of this person, or both of you go. You do a full introduction of the
Introduction.
child, so that if you want, is the child in boarding school or day school?
No. Is this one.
So there is no point of him, except you want on your own want to go and visit the child in school,
So
which you
what
decide.
is there is that I will, or what you just said now, I will now know the school. Just as you have put it, if possible that both of us will go, or I go alone,
Yeah.
do the inquiry. After I do the inquiry, then now whatever way I will be contributing to the payment of her school fees.
Not contributing.
Okay, paying for the school
You pay
fees.
for his school fees. It's your child.
Yeah, of course, paying for her school
Yeah.
fees, and then I will know.
You're already aware of the amount. What I'm saying is for you to know the school your child
Uh,
is.
Excuse me, ma. The amount is not the school fees. The amount I gave her is not the school fees.
It's
Okay,
what?
what is the breakdown of the school fees?
The breakdown of the school fees is that they pay like 39,000, 1,000 naira per exam. Then bus going and coming is 20. But now, because they sacked one of the driver, so I only pay for coming back. In the morning when I'm going to work, we go together. She will
Yes.
just enter
So that
because
one is 10,000.
yeah, because if I said let me pay for going and come, she will be missing first period. But before the one driver will turn around to pick the whole students, you understand? So I only paid for
It's
coming
even
now.
better because of the try to economize also. If you have a way of dropping her while you are going to school, it's better. Meaning the
Yes,
bus is 10,000
yes,
instead of 20,000.
yes.
Better.
That is what I'm doing now.
Because no money in Nigeria. And which
What
other
what,
one
what is
again?
there now is that I would like to, well, after finding out the school, and I found out their residence, then I know, because my children that is with me now, I don't pay for them bus transport.
He's not asking you for bus
No,
transport.
no, I'm not trying to make myself there. Now, I'm not paying for their transportation for bus, but I would like to know their school. I know if it's adequate thing that she will be taking bus. If it is okay, what is there? If there is money, I do that.
No problem. If you check, because if the distance, if it's a girl child, let me tell you, any girl child you have, protect that child with all jealousy. Because what is going on in the system now is not what anybody should have a child. They are abusing boy children, but the one of girls are so rampant. They are sleeping with children of 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 8 years. So if they can be sleeping with those kind of children, I don't even know why. If they say pay even additional, drink garri and let your child be inside bus to school and bring the child to you, that you know your child is safe, you will do that because it's your child. If you watch our cases, you know so many children have been abused sexually, and once it comes become girl children, your eye should be 7, not even 2. You watch over them seriously and commit them into the hands of God for more protection. The world has turned something else, and you have to be very, very concerned about your children, mostly girl child. So if the place is far, a girl that 8 years girl that Mala went and the virgin here, the mother was very close in a place where they were saying she was learning how to make clothes, and the girl went to go and ease herself in the next few building to the place, and mala trace the girl, follow the girl to that place to go and rape on broad daylight, not even night. So if You feel the place is close, too close, that the bus should not be taking the child to school. Considering the time that the child alone will be going to school, what will happen to the child? So if the mother take the child there, and maybe bus have to bring, and if bus bring the child in, who stay with the child?
Once the bus drop them at the front of our gate there, once they enter gate, nobody comes out. They will lock the gate because we are three tenants there. That is a three bedroom flat. Everybody have his or her key for the gate. Once you enter, as you are entering, you open with your own key. You enter, you lock it with your own key. So nobody, and if somebody wants to enter, you have to call the person you are going to
And you don't
visit.
know that neighbors rape children.
I know.
Is it not case of neighbors, so many neighbors have slept with you? And it's not also right, because you as a police officer, you should know that a girl of 12 years is too small to lock inside alone. You should have somebody that will stay with the child, or you give the child to somebody that will watch over the child if you come from school. That is not so proper. 12, 11 years to 12 years child, you are making the child close from school, stay in alone, where you know that neighbor, the same neighbor, has slept with so many children. Favour is her neighbor, is a neighbor, is the favour of 9 years is her neighbor that was sleeping with the kid 9 years. So what are you talking about?
What I do this time around, before them come back from school, I close 2 o'clock. After three, I'm at home. Them they came back after, for sometimes after five, depend on when the bus, but they are the second to the last people. That is the hope that is the last people. So before their own arrival, I'm already at
Have you
home.
ever seen any police that close, you don't have shift?
We have shift. That's why I
So
say I close 2 o'clock. I'm the orderly to the DPO. So because of my children and the little one I have at hand, so I don't even go work still.
so when you are on night duty,
I
what
don't
happen?
do night duty. Ask him when I was staying with him. I don't do night duty.
Okay, you buy the time.
No.
How come that you don't do night duty
Um,
as a police officer?
my madam, I'm the orderly.
And it's
So
the same madam you have been working with till
so
now.
that one is late. This one now,
Yeah,
since
serious.
2017, we have been moving together. Anywhere she dey carry her, like December time we were at Abo. February 9th, they transferred that to Shere Osun. That is where we are now.
Sherry Osun.
Shere Osun.
What is her name?
Basiria.
That's serious.
Yes.
I was in that station yesterday, day before yesterday.
It's my mother.
Eh,
Yes, ma'am.
ah,
It's my
correct,
mother.
madam.
I'm the
Fair,
orderly.
Abi.
Yes, ma'am. I'm the
But you were
orderly.
not at work day before yesterday.
I was, maybe I went out. I'm the
Eh,
orderly. Yes, ma'am.
she's a nice woman, so she can easily give you
I don't even
the
go work
time.
steady. Like that little one, she has been sick. In fact, I spent 11 months at home when I gave birth to the last one. She said, be there, take care of the baby. But she used to visit. Once she see the condition of the baby, say, no, don't come to work, stay at home. I spent 11 months before I resume
She
work.
has so much concern about children.
No,
That is
no, no.
another
When
thing.
it comes to that one,
Yeah, she has so much concern about children. The matter we brought there also was for kids that they went for arrest the man in question. So, Mr. What is that your name again? Mr. Alfred, aside you going to visit the school, that have nothing to do with your your undertaking here and have a proper agreement and arrangement or have to take care of your child. Do you understand me? To going to school is just a formality that you should know where your child is schooling, you should know who is the principal, and if there is anything they should also communicate with you. It makes the child feel belonging. She can't be communicating with the mother. A child should feel her father, even if it's by communication or phone. The child should feel the father. You get me? If you have your time, you visit. If you don't have your time because it's a day student, when she close like weekend, you want her to spend time with other of your siblings. You pick her Friday, then she on Sunday they pick her back. Then when if she's on holiday, she'll spend some time with you and to come close to you and the children. Let them know that They all have the same father, irrespective of the father. They can't have one mother. At least you are the father of all of them. You should be able to bring them together. You get me? And how they will understand the true love is by grooming them when they were young. They should feel each other growing and have feelings for each other. But if you allow them to grow into the relationship will not be that sweet because they don't know anything about themselves. Who is good should know themselves. Who is not good, but God will not allow you to have a bad child among them. They should know themselves as siblings growing up. And feeding, outside food, there are little things that children want. Those kind of a thing on your own. If you feel you cannot be sent, give her money, go and get, when you take the child out, buy clothes for the child, and then buy her some provisions and all that that they need at home. But the school fees is very very important. You need to be so concerned about the child because that is the future of the child. You don't toy with such. You have to do all your best to ensure her school fees is being paid, and other avenue you feel you need to take care of your child. It's your child, you do that. It's your blood. It's like you're taking care of yourself, not any other person. And one thing people don't know, when you deprive a parent, their father or mother, access or care towards the child, you are not doing to the child, you are not doing to the person, you are doing to the child. And the child will not be happy growing up, watching or feeling that he or she did not have a fatherly love, care, because you deprive the child not having access, the father not having access to the child, or you deprive the mother not having access to the child or care for the child. That is wrong. It's wrong. If your mother or your dad deprive either of them access to you or care, motherly or fatherly care, you will not be happy. So it's not encouraging. Nobody should do that. There's show concern towards your child. That is the practicality. I did not see much issue here. At least he's aware of the child. You just put down your undertaking. Be prompt to take care of the child, your child. And both of you have moved on. You can communicate. You are not ready to discuss any love anymore. Or when the child gets, you don't want to communicate with her, you can talk to your child. You might not be together, you might not be in relationship again. But the child that brought both of you, how are you doing? How is everybody? How is work? Fine. Is Deborah there? What is the name of the girl?
Deborah.
Is Deborah there? Or maybe as you are calling, you know that you are the one. If she don't want to pick, Deborah, your daddy is calling. She will go and pick the call and talk to you. You understand? And that is how things should be. There is nothing in this life. If it doesn't work out, nobody should kill each other. Nobody should be enemy forever. If forever, for whatever reason, if both of you grow old or anything, nobody knows tomorrow. You don't know who among you will become president, become IG, or become anything. You need each other. God always do it that somebody that you feel over your dead body will not have anything to do with this person. God will compare to go and drop one issue that you will need the person in future. And you'll be saying, had I known, if I had known, I would have maintained normal relationship with this person, even though we are not moving on anymore. So there is nothing. The life is just too. How long will you say? Can you spend 200 years on this earth? No, except God turn it that way. But the little life everybody will spend, let's make it useful and peaceful to ourselves and to others. Just move on, let peace reign. Where is the child? Let me take care of it. Madam, how are you doing? I hope everybody is fine around you. Fine. Okay, have a nice day. Simple. But some, if you are not in relationship, you cannot date the person, you can't marry the person, head will begin to roll. It's not necessary. Don't, it does not call for that. Eh? So, madam, that
Ma,
child should not stay alone again.
no, there doesn't stay alone.
They should not stay alone
I'm
again. Don't,
always at home.
cause don't
Because in
withdraw.
the morning, they go before me. Because I will follow them. Once they
I'm
enter
saying
school,
based on your statement, you are the one that said if they go on the open gate, everybody go to their
that
house.
was when I just resumed around that I started work on the 11th of November last year. So that period, I was not coming
What
here.
about your husband?
My husband traveled 31st July last year
To where?
to South Africa.
So he's not in Nigeria.
Yes, ma'am.
So we will not have fear of stepfather touching stepdaughter.
No, no,
Okay,
no.
okay.
Travel.
Okay. But you people are communicating well.
Yes.
What of the other child? How old is the child?
It's a young.
You go with that one to school
No,
or what?
two of them go the same school.
Oh, okay, who bring them?
In the morning,
Uh,
I'll go with them to school. In the afternoon, boss will bring two of them. Before they will come back,
you must
myself,
have.
I'll be at home waiting
It's
for them.
okay. That is nice. Is that one also a girl?
Yes.
Okay, that is nice. You are building money. Too much money.
God.
All right. Do you have any other thing to say?
I don't have, but it's a really big pleasure for you being coming here. And, so much. The reason why
No, you're a big man. Your voice cannot come by. He's a very big man, like
not,
Peter Doshe.
what is it?
It's a very big pleasure that I have.
Honestly, what is there is that in life, that's what we cannot avoid is misunderstanding.
Sure.
The way you handle it makes you a mature person.
Yeah.
Actually, uh, what we are, what we experience as long as a pastors, forget about whatever thing we have said. But what matters is, I take your word by saying that how many days or years will you spend on this part of the world?
Yeah.
Because this very life we are in, we are just like a kind of transit. Because nobody knows when he or she will evaporate. And as I just said, it's a very high pleasure to be here. Honestly, thank you, madam,
Thank you.
for the advice. Thank my former friend and former wife.
The former friend. Now, the former friend. Undertaking for.
But what is there is that there's so much there. It's a highly.
And she did not look like a police officer. She looked too smooth. This madam is taking good care of you. I need to call
My
her.
madam is a mother.
You look too cool, too relaxed, no
If you
stress
know
of
they okay,
police.
she will be the one. You say, what is it? You want to kill yourself for this world? What is the problem?
You did not look like police, so that is nice. You guys should relate together as friends. You understand? As both of you have moved on, you should relate as friends and father to people that you co-parent the child. You write your name here, then you leave this line, your sorry, date, write your name, your address, then you undertake to take care of the child for henceforth and to be paying the school fees.
I will write my name on the first line,
I think no,
or the
see
second
where
line. Second line.
the second
Where
line.
it says Mr. Mrs. and
Yeah.
so that is address of.
Write your address. Are you, are you there? Okay, is it plumber your work? I thought it's electrical things you said. Who said electrical things there? I mean, who sell electrical things that sell a quality one? Ask them, let them tell you what the let the security open door so that the electrician will tell you what to do. Then you call the yeah. Let me tell you, then call the person. All right, thank you viewers for being with us. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel on Access to Justice TV and follow us on our Facebook page of Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocate Center. Follow and like on our TikTok on Center for Justice. God bless you. We'll be back in a moment. And you indicate the school fees. Well, you write it there each time. Anytime if she visited your house, you guarantee her safety in the hand of your wife.
Come
And
again.
each time she pay you visit, each time you write, each time she pay you visit, you guarantee her safety and proper care by your wife.
I don't understand guarantee myself. In a sense, I don't come again clearly, please.
Guarantee her safety. She will not be in danger. She will not be beaten. She will not be wounded and all that.
Okay, when she visit me.
Yes, mind my light. Do you have any other thing to say?
What I wanted to say is, is free to know where I'm staying. Am I also free to know where he stays?
You don't know where he stays.
Him,
You don't know where he stays.
no.
So how did you give them the address to serve him later?
I only gave his number.
Okay. And you write it then. Before he picks again, you will know where he
No
stays.
problem.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
No problem.
All right, viewers, thank you.